Okay, so I'm doing my presentation over the beautiful version of Regensburg. This is a woodcut made by Albrecht Altdorfer. This was made during 1519 to 1520. Um, it is a woodcut with 5 tone blocks that consists of blue, green, red, brown, and a type of yellowish brown. Um, Woodcut is basically a type of block printing, which is just carving shapes and designs onto a block. And from what I know, there are different variants of this type of this exact what's it called of this exact image, um with the most expensive one being Carrascotta wood, and woodcuts were basically intended to just be produced over and over again to be sold. Um, so yeah, when I first look at this woodcut, the first thing that I see are the little rope things that are connected to the blue dress. Um, the reason why it catches my eye is because I don't know, it just doesn't seem naturalistic to me. If I were to see someone wearing this exact blue cloak with the ropes at the end, I wouldn't imagine them to be just flowing around in the air. I would imagine it being more towards more the towards the person, because I'm just kind of like thinking about how gravity works. Um, I know during the Northern Renaissance, they had a more of a naturalistic look to them, trying to be as detailed as possible, but where they lacked with the compared to the Italian Renaissance was perspective. So yeah, but the second thing I noticed is the contrast between the figures in the middle and the adicula, this piece over here. um I just think it's so, it just, there's just a big contrast. The adicula is so high, is so detailed. You can see that it was, time has been spent just all around. It's nicely colored, and Albrecht was also an architect, so you can just kind of see how he envisioned making this. And the third thing that catches my eye when looking at this is the text at the bottom. The text says in English, "You are the perfect beauty, my love, and there is no blemish in you. Hail Mary." Okay, so moving on from the details, if it can turn. Okay, there we go. So the origin of why these woodcuts were made and then produced was because at the time, the place that this was made, Regensburg, was going through just expelling the Jewish population. Um, and this specific piece, which is the beautiful Virgin, was made into kind of like a shrine, and a Jewish synagogue was destroyed in to make place for this shrine and the church behind it. And a cult basically started to form because of it. And yeah, um these woodcuts were produced to be sold to the pilgrims and to anyone who visited the church and the shrine. So it was kind of almost like a cult following. So yeah, um, that's all for this presentation.